殺してやる絶対に殺してやるぶっ殺してやるぞ殺してやる
So, Vinland Saga might be best stories ever written. Just saying. I actually am caught up with the manga of Vinland Saga, and I decided to review each arc until we get to the Vinland Saga arc. And wow, the war arc is so crazy to actually think about it. I watched the show, and then I just finished season 2 of it, and man, the feels are so good. The war arc is just so interesting. Now, I don't know if it's actually called the war arc. I call it the war arc. I Googled it, and it's just, there's so many different arcs that it's called, so I just call it the war arc. War arc is the first 4 parts of Vinland Saga. And you get to, when you first start out this, it's actually really good, because you get to meet this character named Thorfinn, and you get to meet his family. Thorfinn's only about 11 years old in this. When you first meet him, and you get to meet Thors, who is just goat. Just saying, he's like a goat. Thors was a warrior, and he decided he's done. He faked his own death, and he dipped out. He decided he wanted to raise a family because he was done fighting, which I was like, I respect that. And he's sworn to never kill again. So I respected all that. And it does a time skip when he has a family, and they are out in, I believe it's Iceland. Now, you can correct me if I'm wrong if it's not Iceland. I think it's Iceland or Greenland. It's one of those. Years later, Thors gets found out, and they're going to be having another war, so they take Thors. And Thors has to do it because they threaten if he doesn't, then bad things are going to happen to his family. Thorfinn is looking through a trunk, and he finds these daggers that are Thor's. And Thorfinn wants to fight. And, Thors is like, why do you need to fight? You don't need to fight. You have no enemies. And that line of you have no enemies is so powerful. And it's just, that line just goes through the rest of the story. And it just, you understand it so much. Once that happened, Thors ends up going, and they were going to bring all the men with him as well. But he tricked them all, and he ended up just going without any of them. Because he didn't want his town, no one to die. So Thors is like a dude. He is so cool. He's like that guy. He is willing to sacrifice his own life, protect everyone around him. So nothing happens. Because the plan was they were going to go to a town, and then they were going to turn around, and only he was going to go. And the rest of them were going to just go right back home. That was the plan. So, but let's just say that didn't happen. There was a plan to actually kill Thors, and you get to meet someone who's a lot of people love, and that's Askeladd. Now, Askeladd is actually a pretty cool character. Granted, I didn't like Askeladd when I first met him because, he kills Thors. And that's when you meet the real Thorfinn. Because Thorfinn sneaks onto the boat with Thors because he wants to fight, and obviously he witnesses his father dying. And there's a part where Askeladd's taking that ship that was on Thor's ship, and they're sailing away. And on the ship that's empty, Thorfinn's like, I'm going to kill you. And it's so emotional and so deep that you're like, holy crap. In this first arc, a lot of people I talk to, everyone says, I don't like Thorfinn. I don't like Thorfinn. I don't like him because he's not a character. I'm like, you're supposed to understand. You're not supposed to like Thorfinn because he doesn't like himself. He hates himself so much of what's going on. And all he wants to do is honor his father. All he's trying to do is just get revenge. And he can't. He can't do it because he's just not strong enough. He's so blinded by rage and hatred and just anger, just everything, that he wants to kill Askeladd, but he wants to in honor something that Askeladd didn't do for Thors. Throughout the first arc, you get to see all these other characters grow and become different. You get to meet Thorkel, you get to meet Canute, which Canute becomes kind of cool in the farm arc, just saying. When you first meet Canute, he's not very cool in the first arc, just saying. but he does grow a lot, and Canute actually becomes like that dog. With Thorfinn, yes, you're supposed to kind of hate Thorfinn in the first arc because, well, Thorfinn hates himself, like I said. And it's really important for you to understand that while reading this. Some people might not like it. I mean, I know some people who don't like it, but once they finish that first arc and then they get into the second arc and you actually just learn more about Thorfinn, you just honestly just love him. Like, I didn't mind Thorfinn when I first met him. I like Thorkel. Thorkel was like my favorite in the first arc, and I liked Askeladd a lot too. But see, the second arc, the farm arc, Thorfinn becomes a whole different dude, and after that I just fell in love with Thorfinn. But yes, I can sit here and just talk about the whole first season, but I don't want to spoil anything. I want you guys all to enjoy really good storytelling. And yeah, oh my gosh, it's really good. I recommend this to every single person, especially if you're into stuff like Berserk, which is right there, or Vagabond, which is up there. Then you would like Vinland Saga, because Thorfinn's a lot like Musashi and a lot like Guts. And if you like those two, then you'd probably like Vinland Saga, I think. I don't know. If you guys made it to the end of this video, I do appreciate it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Check out all my links down below. I wrote a book. I wrote 2 books, and they're both linked up there. They're free right now on Kindle. Make sure you guys go check it out if you want. And of course, the most important thing, make sure you guys stay safe, stay hungry, and tell someone you love them. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Do you want a sword, Thorfinn? A sword is a tool meant to kill. Why do you need it? Whose life do you intend to take?
Enemies.
Your enemies? Who are they?
Well, bad guys like Halfdan.
Listen to me, my son. You don't have enemies. The truth is that nobody has them.